Your Champ Final Impact Report is designed to show what Champ could look like for your actual workforce before implementation begins. Earlier in the process, you may have received an initial impact report based on high-level company information. This Final Impact Report goes deeper. It uses the census and payroll information provided during your application to show which employees are financially positioned to participate, how each group is impacted, and what the employer savings may look like under different enrollment options. The first tab is the Final Impact Summary. This is the executive view of the report. It shows your company information, total employees reviewed, and how your workforce breaks down across each Champ Impact category. You'll see how many employees are positively impacted, how many are partially impacted, how many need sponsorship, and whether any employees appear ineligible based on the data provided. The most important part of this tab is the employer savings comparison. It helps you compare different enrollment approaches. You may choose to enroll only the positively impacted employees. You may choose to enroll positively impacted and partially impacted employees. Or you may choose to enroll all eligible employees, including those who require sponsorship. Each option creates a different financial result for the business. In many cases, the strongest employer savings may come from enrolling both positively impacted and partially impacted groups, because those employees can participate at a net zero or better outcome while still preserving meaningful employer savings. The second tab is the Employee Census. This is the full employee level view. It shows every employee included in the analysis and the projected Champ impact for each person. This tab is where you can see pre-Champ and post-Champ payroll calculations, tax savings, salary adjustments if needed, impact categories, and employer savings by employee. If any employees are currently enrolled in a high-deductible health plan with an HSA, the report may apply a separate HSA-compatible Champ calculation with adjusted contribution and benefit amounts and preventative-only in-person and prescription coverage. Think of this tab as the detailed backup behind the summary. The Final Impact Summary gives leadership the big picture, while the Employee Census shows how these numbers were built at the individual level. The third tab is Positively Impacted Employees. These are employees whose tax profile creates enough savings for Champ to produce either a paycheck increase or a net zero cost outcome without requiring employer sponsorship. In plain language, these are the easiest employees to include because the plan economics work cleanly for both the employee and the employer. The fourth tab is Partially Impacted Employees. These employees are close to net zero, but they need a portion of the employer savings to fully offset the cost of participation. This is where the report becomes especially useful. Instead of guessing, you can see exactly how much employer savings would need to be used to bring those employees to a net zero position and how much employer savings remains after doing so. The fifth tab is for employees who need sponsorship. These employees need all or more than the standard employer savings amount to reach a net zero cost position. This doesn't mean they can never be included, it simply means they require a higher level of employer support. The report separates them so you can make a clear decision about whether to include them now, revisit them later, or build a broader sponsorship strategy. You may also see a small number of employees marked as ineligible. This can happen when the available payroll or work hour data doesn't support participation under the current model. The purpose of the Final Impact Report is to help you make an informed implementation decision. It shows which employees can participate cleanly, which employees may need partial support, which employees need more sponsorship, and how those choices affect your monthly and annual employer savings. This report is a decision tool that helps you answer 3 important questions. Who can Champ help immediately? Who can be included with a small employer contribution? And what enrollment strategy creates the best balance between employee impact and employer savings? Once you review the report, your next step is to decide which employee groups you want to include in the initial Champ implementation. From there, the team can help you move into onboarding with a clear strategy based on your actual workforce data. Your Final Impact Report puts real numbers behind the Champ opportunity so you can move forward with confidence.